Hello, divine beings and my soul family. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you have shown to me throughout this journey. And today is day 27. It is quite late, and ideally, I would like to take the forecast first in the morning, but it is what it is. I had a lot of meetings and people that I needed to talk to and discuss stuff, so my day really went by really fast, and there was a lot to do. Anyway, I am going to take the forecast right now. It says in this forecast that during this energy, PMS emotions may highlight some hidden emotions or feelings. No matter what, do not brush them aside. Instead, walk towards them and try to understand what they are telling you. So, this has come up a lot during my luteal phase, that this is a great time to dive into deep shadow work and really look at emotions or suppressed feelings that still needs our attention, love, and needs to be healed. It is very easy during this irritable mood and uncertainty, and when things are getting out of control, emotions are spilling, it is very easy to act out and react from that space. But it takes a little practice to just observe those feelings and emotions and respond, or just observe them. Also, like, growing up, I have seen men and women disregard and dismiss any emotion that a woman shows during her PMS as a symptom for a syndrome, like as if PMSing is a disease, an abnormality that women go through every month. But going through this journey and understanding that it is just shadow work accelerated, it is the time to ask ourselves and look within and see what needs to change, what is needing to be let go of and shed away, so that we can move forward in the next cycle and not repeat the same lessons. This week before we start menstruating is so vital, because even this is the time when I get like zits and pimples, so I can feel that my whole body is trying to excrete any toxins that it is aware of. So if any mental toxin, any belief, feelings, emotions that you know are toxins that you have accumulated from your childhood experiences or trauma or social programming, that you need to let go so that you can ascend to the higher octave. This PMS stage of our monthly cycle is so important to be looked at and not to be dismissed like we have been taught to, but to really look at, because it has vital information within it for us to consume, assimilate, process, and use to master ourselves and master these cycles that we go through over and over again. Talking about mastering and information, I have been in a mode where I want to just be in my bubble, but not segregated or separated from my external world, because that bubble has a permeable wall. So I'm letting all information, data, light codes, events, experiences, conversation, any information that I can catch on to permeate in that wall and come into my bubble and help me really understand what I'm going through. Because like the forecast says, it has been intense and it has been going out of control, and yeah, it has been chaotic, but it has been as much fun as well. So cheers to that. And talking about cheers, I want to talk about my favorite tea today. A fact about me, I don't really like very hot beverages, especially if the temperature around me is not like 1 digit in Celsius, right? I don't like too hot beverage, so I let my tea sit and come to a very comfortable temperature before I enjoy it. So we have some interesting teas in our house. We have hibiscus, we have Earl Grey, we have a mint and turmeric tea, we have jasmine. So yeah, we like the simple teas. And of course, in India, you get chai, which is a milk tea, masala chai, latte kind of a thing. And I guess in this time and space, you already know what Indian chai or tea is. So yeah, I in fact had a cup with my breakfast this morning. But right now, what I am drinking is called Simply Chamomile. It's an Indian company, but chamomile is pretty common across the world, and you can even grow it in your garden and then dry the flowers and use it to brew a cup of tea. This is my go-to cup of tea every night before I go to bed, because it really helps me relax, de-stress, decompress before I can go to bed and get a good sleep. So yeah, this is one of my favorite routine that I do, is sip a lukewarm cup of chamomile tea before I go to bed. And while I do that, I intend to take in all the lessons that I learned throughout the day, and then just let go of what's not serving me, what I'm not supposed to worry about, unnecessary worry, anxiety, fear, and all that. But because I don't want to carry any of that energy to bed when I am resting, and when my subconscious is going to work on whatever I interacted with during my waking hours to form my self-concept. So I guess today the message I'm wanting to share is, be very, very careful what energies, beliefs, thoughts you're carrying into bed and while you are drifting off to sleep, because those are going to be imprinted in your subconsciousness. Since I have been on my, hermit energy, that I want to be quiet, I want to just absorb information and not project anything into the external, I have been going back to reading. And if you remember, I told you that I have been reading this book recently to work on my abundance mindset and create an abundant life for me and my soul family and everything. Okay. And from the pages that I read today, this is the part that I loved and I immediately wanted to share with you. So I'm gonna read it to you before I call it at night and yeah, go to bed and finish my tea before that. If a gardener should throw all his bulbs in one basket, to the superficial observer, they would look alike, but growth reveals a tremendous difference. So, of men and women, they are like baskets of bulbs. One may be a rose and add brightness and color to some dark corner in the world. One may be climbing vine and hide the rugged outlines of stone of some dark rock. One may be a great oak among those boughs the birds shall nest and sing, and beneath whose shade the flock shall rest at a noon. But everyone will be something worthwhile, something rare, something perfect. Isn't that beautiful? And yeah, and this actually part of the book talks about how we are programmed to follow one direction and one way of doing three things so that we can succeed in life. But if you look at nature, every one, even everything, everyone, every living entity may look alike to other members of their species, but they are unique in themselves. And there also is a line here that says, there is no possibility in any person that is not in all people. Meaning, if there is a possible talent, or transformation that you see in others, that same thing is possible in you. But if we are allowed to proceed naturally, no two people will grow into the same thing or be alike, because no one is insignificant. Everyone has their unique space in this time space continuum. You have your own duty, your own destiny to fill out in this larger scheme of things. And yeah, it's not about interfering with each other or competing with each other to, grab the riches. It's about shining our own unique light, our and you know rippling out our own unique frequency and attracting abundance based on how well we live our authentic message or blueprint or voice. Okay, I hope you liked what I shared from the book and I talked about it. So I'll call it a night. I'm tired, it's getting late, and I'll see you again tomorrow, which is the last day of this challenge. So let's see what I can bring to the table on the last day. I am kind of sad that this is ending, but it has been absolutely terrific. So thank you. I love you. Take care and happy ascension.